Yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you, darling. $100 then. Welcome to Tea Time with Kitty. Giving everybody just a second to get all logged in as we continue to breeze through the month of October. I have a few notes that I need to get out while we're waiting for everyone to get all logged on. Welcome. Welcome. Hello, and who's there? Hey, son. Hey, sis. I'm taking about one more minute to let everyone get all logged on. Definitely want to give a shout out to my sister in Christ, Sister Misha, for these wonderful earrings. Um, and she has paparazzi jewelry. So when we definitely get down to the information, hey Nala, hey Chu, get down to the information about small businesses, I definitely want her to take advantage of that process. So let's start moving. And last week was my women's conference. Hi, sister. Hey, that girl. Hey, Meech. Last week was my thank you. It's really old. But I can definitely try and find you one. Last week was my women's conference at New Image Community Baptist Church. I talked about it on Tea Time the prior to last week, but not last week. I just want to say it's an awesome experience. I've been at my church since 2000. So actually it's going into 24 years for me in my church. And just every year, the Women's Day just get more awesome than before. Um, we used to, prior to COVID, we used to go away for the weekends and have like a women's retreat, and then we will all come back on Sundays in our all white and fellowship. And those were some of the most awesome experience I had with my sisters in Christ with that opportunity. And I'm just hoping that one day, now that we're getting things back to normal, and that will be something that we will look forward to having within the next year or two, where we can start back doing those women retreats. It was truly an awesome experience to just get away and have some time with God. So definitely benefited from that over these years. And I'm just seeing the different roles and how it has just evolved into so much. So shout out to the guest preacher that we had. I want to say her name is Miss Harris also. But I will get it and put it in the chat. Not only did she bring an awesome word, but she's also able to speak so much life and into your life. And if anyone is looking for any type of fulfillment, and you've searched all around your life and you still haven't been able to get it, and you tried everything, try Jesus. He's free. And not only is he's free, but he's available 24 hours a day. He's available when it's snowing. He's available when it's raining. And one of the messages that I brought forth, if he's not on your schedule, put him on your schedule and just see him in your own life. Never looks at someone else's life and be like, how they or what. They have someone, hey sis, they have someone in their corner named Jesus, and he will make it all right. Hey sis. Um, Next up, the movie The Burial. I want you all to definitely watch the movie The Burial, right? It's with Jamie Foxx and oh my gosh, why I can't get his name out? Somebody help me. The white guy. His name is going to come to me. I love him. And it is really a good movie with so much wisdom, right? Tommy Lee Jones. Thank you so much, Pookie and sister. Tommy Lee Jones. I love him going back to the that what was that? Wesley Snipes. I think the first movie I seen with him. And come on, help me out with that movie too. Y'all I ain't a movie buff like some of y'all. My brother Mark is. Um, Hey sis, but he played in Fugitive. I think it was called Fugitive. I'm pretty sure you all will correct me when it comes to mine. But he was in that movie with him, and it was awesome. Oh, he was also in Men in Black. Okay, great. So I truly love Tommy Lee Jones. But this movie, when we're watching movies, just for you, thank you, Mimi. I mean, thank you, Sister Felicia. When you watch this movie, receive it, right? Because it's so much information, right? And I just want to say that with African Americans, especially someone of my color or anyone who's close to my color, you know that years ago, we didn't have all these opportunities in the movie industry, right? And when we did get on shows like Good Times, it kept us down. But just seeing that I watched so many movies, shout out to Tyler Perry, he's one of those that put African Americans in these very financial great roles where the African Americans are now living in single family homes. We're driving all kinds of cars. We're educated. Our children are educated. I don't know about you all, but when I was growing up watching stuff on TV, that's not what a black family display, right? So when I see those movies and I see that the African Americans get to have the white people as their butlers, that tells me that we ain't totally there yet, but it tells me that times have changed and we are in great positions, right? So let's see. So I do want to talk about that movie a little bit more. Yeah, we're talking about The Burial, Mimi. If you haven't watched it, try to watch it so we can talk about it a little bit on tea time for the hot topic piece. Okay. Hot topic for today. Did you all know that today, on October 18th, many years ago, that this is the day that the first woman was in the U.S. Navy, right? This is the first, on this day, the women were able to join the U.S. Navy before, prior to that date, and I wrote the year down, but now I can't make it out on this sheet. I don't want to speak incorrectly. But prior to that, women was not able to join the Navy, as well as on this day in history, we gained more territory as the United States, taking on Puerto Rico and other places. So those were just a little few fun facts that you all can carry away with. And I will try to dig in it if you want and get a little bit more information. But those are two important things that happened on October the 18th in history. So I want to hear from Tea Time with this next piece that I'm going to present. I was listening to 104.1, which of course is my station. And Griff, he's like the comedian on the show. He was saying that he was in the store and he was making a joke about somebody's funny looking baby. But the moral of the story is that he purchased someone's groceries in the store. And I've known people that have happened to. I've heard that people have done it, but I've never done it, right? If you need a few dollars, I may have helped you out or picked you up something from the store, but I have never in my life been in front of somebody or behind someone. Okay, great, me, and just paid for their groceries, right? I may have did it with small things, a Starbucks coffee or something like that, but never paying for anybody's groceries. So, Tea Time, I want to hear from you. I have two different things I want to do, and I want you all to support me on these things, right? So, one is that I am wondering if my Tea Time viewers will walk into a grocery store 1 week before Thanksgiving. This is just one option, and give somebody a $25 gift card. Finish hearing me out. That's one option, right? And give somebody a $25 gift card and report it back and let us know how did that make you feel. Some of us are more financially stable and may only have 50. Definitely not going to say anyone should be going and pay for someone's whole groceries because I don't know what anyone's situation is. But if you could just start putting away $5 a week now and get that $25 gift card and give it to someone, that's easy. I would love to show gratitude that way. Great suggestion. So that's one, right? And let me know how you all feel about that. Thank you so much, Mika. The other thing is, I wanted Tea Time to help me identify a family for Thanksgiving and Christmas that we as a tea time could bless. So what that would look like, and you all tell me your suggestions, you tell me if it all works, right? Um, it will look like Sharon will send me something. Flood will send me something. Nathaniel will send me something. Tamika will send me something. And you all will write into tea time on why tea time should bless a family, right? We're going to speak of Thanksgiving, then we'll go into Christmas, right? And then people will write letters in and bless me, Tita. Okay, Mika. And people will bring letters in. You're just writing a letter. Don't even have to tell us a name because we're going to trust each other. We're going to do it decent in order. And then we're going to read the letters. And then we, as Tita, hey, Trail, will pick that family for Thanksgiving and Christmas. The amount of money that the family will receive is based on whatever somebody can give that's on the show that day. So when we do the Thanksgiving one, I may be able to do $25, right? And when we do the Christmas, I may only be able to do three. But when Midget, Sharon, give me $1, and Mika give me $1, and Mimi give me $2, Chucky give me $4, we'll be able to bless that family collectively from tea time. So ponder on it and give it some thought. You don't have to answer now. Just tell me what, and if you can't take part of anything, shut up, Chucky. I understand that as well. Sometimes the blessing first starts in our heart, but let's just see if we can get together for tea time and bless a family. And if Thanksgiving works well, and we're able to get that family $50 or $100, let's see if we can do it for Christmas, right? And maybe with Christmas we can all get a toy for $5 or $10, and maybe we can bless a family as a whole because it's that season, and that's today's topic. Not 'tis the season, but this is this it's the season, right? So this is the season that we should start getting in, and you know, and if you can't, you just want us to sign your name on a card because your heart says so. Don't mind doing that either. I'm putting my name in a hat. I'm the family, but no, that's a great idea. Thank you. Thank you, sis. Thank you, cousin. And let's see if Tea Time can do something different this year. So it won't be me picking. You all will send letters in, and it can be anonymous. I'm going to speak briefly about it next week. Oh no, the burden is on Prime, but it's free. It's on Prime, but it's free, sis. And let's try to see if we can bless a family. Now, when we're thinking about these families, let me just say this from a mother that's been working for some time with multiple kids. This does not have to be a family that we're trying to give it to because oh she don't work. Nothing's wrong with that if that's who we choose. But I want us to start digging a little deeper because there's a mom out there somewhere, and by the time she pays her rent, by the time she pays transportation to get to and from work, and by the time she pays the aftercare fee for her child, it puts her at some of those poverty corners that we don't often notice or identify with, right? So make sure that it does not have to be because most of the time people that's not working most of the time, not all the time, not judging anyone, but most of the time, people that's not working, they're already going to get their EBT card loaded. They're going to already get the turkey, and they're going to already get the other things that comes from their award. So please, when you're thinking about it, it doesn't mean that it can't be them because this could be merely someone who's not working now because of a hardship. So just think about it. And you know, if we can go a small portion and touch that family for Thanksgiving and then start looking at it for Christmas, if we only can do one or the other, I'm fine with that. But let's just see what we can do collectively as tea time to get to that next level. Okay. Is anyone in agreement with that? Let me get some hearts. Show me some love if you're thinking that. And again, I am not asking for big sums of money. I'm not asking for anyone to drop $50. $5. Just say if five of us, if 100, I'm sorry, if 20 of us gave $5, we'll be able to bless someone with $100. So just think, if she already got the turkey from the community, she should be able to get some side orders with that $100. So I'm not thinking out the box. And I'm not trying to say, hey, a whole bunch of money. And I want you all to send it in. It can be anonymous. Thank you so much, sister. And we're going to bless some people for tea time, right? Thank you so much. Let's see. Next. Next. Next is this is the season, right? So, what does this season look like for you? I told you all about the movie Burial, and I want to talk about that a little bit next week. But this is movie time for me. What does this season look like for you? I'm talking about October up until January, where it's not as many cookouts outside. It's not as many functions going up that you can pop up on Thursdays and dance. And there's no more boat rides going on. What does this season look like for you? Is there anybody like me that just wants a blanket, some fuzzy slippers, and just to lay down and watch movies? Is there anybody else who likes to do that? Or is there anybody else that likes to do a little something different? Oh, thank you, sister. She's in. Anybody else? What do you all do at this season? Do you like the fireplace? Do you what is something traditionally that you do for the season? Not for Halloween, not for Christmas, not for Thanksgiving, not for New Year's, but what is something that you do? I just want some apple cider with honey. Okay, I've never had that. And watch some good movies. Apple cider and Hennessy. So the apple cider is what you get like from a pumpkin patch, right? And you warm it and then you add a little honey. Okay. So you warm it. Okay, great apple cider. So I'm gonna have to try that, Mika. I ain't gonna say if it's gonna be with henny or not, but I'm gonna have to try that. Let's see. I like to eat candy apples and have apple cider. This person said they like to have candy apples. And they said that this weekend they are going apple picking. We're going apple picking too. Maybe we'll bump heads, right? And they say they love. Hold on, this person is going on and on. Hold on. They love cozy time watching holiday movies. Anyone else? I'm all in. I'm in all the above. But I love to take a drive to Shenandoah and see the leaves turn. Is that like Shenandoah Valley? Is that the same as that? And I know you say you like to take a drive there. So the weather's a little cool, but you just like to bundle up a little bit and go watch the leaves. Can you please take some pictures? Okay. Yes, movie nights in the living room, surrounded by all my boys. Oh my gosh, Trey, I'm glad you said that because I had one thing for you that did it come or did I get it? But I'm gonna send you something because I remember with my kids, I bought the popcorn machine. I bought the hot dog machine, even though it took forever to cook. And we'll put them hot dogs on that little small carousel, not the big fancy one, right? I'm talking about one that I probably got at Family Dollar for $30, but it took about a year. But when they got ready, they were really, really, really good hot dogs. And I would get them the individual popcorn containers that you could reuse and put it on these little red trays. Sure, I'm gonna have to grab you some of those things. Cider donuts and eggnog. Do you want them together or on separate occasions? I love eggnogs. And someone else talked about the candy apples. I love candy apples, and I also love apple cider donuts. We would get them off hot off the machine back at Gallahan Farm. Let's see, decorating and rearranging furniture and making my home cozy for the season. I like that, Miss B. I have never changed my house based on the season. I have never, so I've changed it when you need a new furniture. My same curtains are like all year round curtains. So you know how the fancy people, you got the thinner ones in the summer and the thicker ones in the winter. Well, I'm somewhere in the middle and I keep them up all year. So I'm going to think about that. I do decorate a little bit. Like you all can see the pumpkin behind me over top of the fireplace. I do decorate a little bit, but not a lot. So I definitely will be looking to do that because I guess that if you change that around, it'll give you a good look. And I can imagine the good feel that it'll give you as well. Apple cider with butterscotch. I have never had apple cider with butterscotch. Wow. Okay, sis, you gotta let me try that. Okay. Anyone else? Let's see. Let's see. This one's another text is coming in. No, I think I've read that one. Someone put they love to relax in this season. So this is definitely a season that we wind down in, right? Have a cup of wine or not, but definitely wind down. This is a season where we get to slow down a little bit. We're online. Anybody like to be online this season? We're online. And while you're having this intimate slowing down time, try to get gifts for people and stop. After you get them their gift, stop, because I would try shopping for Yari and Nala in October, and it made me overspend, right? So now I'm trying to get some boundaries around that, because if you take your time and shop, you can get good deals and only buy what's on sale. And if you start to accumulate it, from October up until beginning of December, you can start having nice gifts for people, and you won't have to kind of rush around it. It just puts us in a different mindset, like feeling a fall and relaxing. Yeah, I mean, you got to come over and help me with that. Yes, come help me with that. Quality over quantity definitely gives us a chance, because prices do come up and down, as you can see. So definitely be mindful of that when you're spending. Let's see. Anyone else? We got about another 10 minutes. Let me see. Do I have anything else on here that I need to come back from? Anyone else? Anything that you do in this season? What about saving money? One of my sisters told me that she's on a financial fast, right? And believe it or not, this is probably a great time to be on a financial fast. Because the thing about it is, it gives us a chance to buy what's important, and it gives us a chance to save, so we can already save and get in front of what we're going to purchase. So let's look at that as a way of saving something before we spend something, instead of spending something before we save. Why buy a bunch of junk from Five Below instead of getting a nice, useful item and save money? Oh my gosh, there's nothing like a whole bunch of nothing, right? And when you had one child, like when Pookie was the other only child, we didn't have Five Below and stuff then, but I would buy him all these little toys trying to fill up the tree. But let me tell you something. If you are me with just that one child, don't you go out here trying to fill that tree up with stupid gifts. You get you some Amazon boxes, you tape them down, and if you can't wrap them, let Diamond wrap them for you. Diamond got the same gifts, and she bring them out every year. You can wrap Fruit Loop boxes. They come in all. You'll be amazed at the things. It could be like a. I'm looking right now at this little Tupperware set I have. A nice box. I can't wait to wrap that box and put a beautiful bow on it. So nowadays, trees are more coordinated, with color schemes. Now you get you 10 boxes around the house, and you decorate those boxes really nice, put them under that tree. When Santa Claus come on Christmas Eve, you put those toys and blend it in with it, and voila, a beautiful Christmas. I like to walk outside and play with the leaves with my grandchildren. Okay. And sister, what you saying, that let's exercise, let's get out. Oh my gosh, I know that I need to get down 40 of these pounds off. So as we talked about saving before spending, let's start getting some of this weight off of our body before we put on more, because they say that we gain more weight in this season, right? Because if you're like me, for Thanksgiving, I want everything that was made on my plate. I don't have to have as much of it as I used to be, because I definitely eat in more moderation now, but I like to have some. All these thighs and hips and this neck and back and chin, it's collard greens, it's mac and cheese, it's yams, it's corn pudding, it's bread pudding, banana pudding, right? I love food. So let's start eating a little better today, right? Let's start eating a little better today, taking those walks, right? Taking those walks with your grandkids, getting them out of your house so that they won't be trying to tear it up like mine do, and take them on nature walks, right? Bundle them up really nice, Trail. I know you ain't laughing at your cousin, but bundle them up really nice and take them on a walk. And let's try to get rid of those Thanksgiving and Christmas pounds now, so that, because if you all don't get a grip, like I'm trying to get a grip, imagine what a turkey, a ham, and a few ribs is going to do to our body before New Year's. So that little New Year's shirt or that New Year's dress that we thought we was gonna look so fierce or handsome in, we're gonna have to put that right back in the closet and put on a sheet or a comforter set, right? And that's gonna have to be our New Year's outfit. So let's start decreasing what we eat, watching what we eat. Let's try to decrease the amount of things that we don't need in our body. I'm not saying stop it, right? I'm saying decrease it a little bit. If you like two chocolate covered cupcakes and they come in a pack together, let's eat one, fold the other one up. Let's have another one a different day. Compete and go so that they'll know longer be resident, definitely complete. And I'm telling you, and I always say this about myself, I will start a practice when I start a practice. I will not wait and say, oh, I'm gonna start this New Year's. Well, New Year's is not guaranteed to us. So let's start practicing some of those behaviors on site once we come up with them. I lost 20 pounds only to gain it back. Right. And then sometimes you lose the 20, right? You'll get 20 more and they give you two more. No, that's why people tell me, oh, I lost some weight. Well, that weight you lost, leave it over there. Don't try to lose that weight by my house. I don't need to pick it up, right? So let's be mindful of that and let's just practice things so it would be like any addiction, right? That it will become our lifestyle and not just something we're doing for a season. Because in order to get ready from any addiction, we have to keep at it, keep at it, keep at it, small, steady, small, steady. I don't have anything else. Thank you for sharing your seasons with me. Hopefully, in another week, you all can ponder on it, you all can vote, and you all can let me know. It's hard to lose weight and even hard to keep. It's hard to lose it and even harder to keep it off. That's the thing. Hard to lose it and harder to keep it off. And how these kids can just eat what they want and run and this and that and the other. I did say I was going to start jumping rope. Definitely said I was going to start trying to jump rope and see if that motivate me. But I guess for me, it's really motivation. So when I'm calling on Tea Time to come run over FedEx Field with me one day, I'm going to be looking for you all. So whether you're pushing your walker, if you're running faster than me, or if you're walking slow, we're going to pick a day to get out there with some nice Tea Time shirts and get some of it off. Um, thank you so much for joining me, Sister Donna. Thank you so much to each and every one of you all for faithfully joining me each and every Wednesday, so that we can have our therapeutic session together. I hope that you all will ponder and pray over what that will look like, making a $5, $10 contribution to the Christmas or the Thanksgiving person. Or if you all just say, I'm going to opt out of that and I'm just going to give someone a $25 gift card, just let us know what you're doing for the season, because as the season is approaching, it will be the season of giving and it will also be the season of Thanksgiving. So if you have always been blessed with a meal to eat and a roof over your head, you have so much to be thankful for. You have so much to be grateful for. So let's just turn it around and say thank you to someone else, because someone else may not be as blessed as you. And you will only be able to go as far in your blessings as if you show God that you're fit to be a good steward over many, right? If you show me that you can be a good steward over little, then you will be blessed so that you will be in a position. So my goal is to be one day on Tea Time and say, Trail, you get a car. Donald, you get a car. Pookie, you get a car. Donald, here's your car. And in order for me ever to get into that type of blessing season, and to be feeling good, to be able to do that for someone, we have to sometimes start right here, right now, and not put it off any longer. So if you all think of something that you want to participate in either of those things, if you want to vote on it, or if you just want to say, hey, I'm just going to give somebody a bike for Christmas. Let Tea Time know it. Let's share and favor together. Let's share in blessings together. And most importantly, let's pay it forward. Thank you all so much for sipping with a sister. And I look forward to seeing you back here again next week. Thanks for sipping with a sister.